Hey guys, welcome to Rob's Arcade. I'm your host, Rob French. This here is Figgy. This here's my buddy Cashew. Come here. Come on up here, buddy. And we got a really cool unboxing, so don't go anywhere. Hang tight, and we will be right back. Ain't that right, guys? Yeah. Why don't you unbox some treats? That'd be nice. Unbox a couple of treats for us.
Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
All right, guys. Hey, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. Like I said, I'm your host, Rob French. And today we're going to be doing some cool unboxing, looking at one of my new favorite toy lines, which at first I wasn't completely sold on just because I was like, I don't know, they're kind of goofy looking. But NECA Toys has released, and NECA Toys does a really cool job with all of their figures, but NECA Toys has released this really quirky line of action figures based off of a Saturday morning cartoon take on horror icons of the 80s. Now, like I said, at first I wasn't really sold. The first one I noticed was, I guess 80s and 90s, because the first one I noticed was Ghostface from the Scream franchise. And, he's kind of like goofy and kind of like creepy. I was like, I'm not really sure about that. And then I saw Jason, and I was like, oh, well, I love Jason. Jason's always been a favorite of mine. And I don't know, there's just something about the smooth paint and colors there, and this cool blade he's got in his hand where you got like a light reflecting off of it. I don't know, I kind of just fell in love. And then, of course, I've always been a huge fan of the Evil Dead series and Ash. And I was just like, man, these are just really neat, really detailed. I mean, this looks just like Bruce Campbell here. He's got the chainsaw in the back. He's got a little shotgun that fits into his hand. And I've been having just a lot of fun with these guys. My mom's got a really cool dollhouse, and just like the perfect scale for the dollhouse. I've been doing some really cool poses, and they're not hugely articulated, but I kind of like that because they just kind of come ready to pose in these really fun little like Saturday morning like if you think about Saturday morning cartoons, they weren't very articulated themselves. So this, I don't know, this fits very well in line with that whole concept. Now today I figured we'd unbox one of these guys. I've been picking these up at Target recently. They're about $13 a piece. $14 a piece, something like that. And different Targets have had different figures, so every time I need something from Target or I'm in the area, I always stop off and just see what they have. And the Target over in like Midlothian had some really cool action figures, and one of them was the Captain Blake from The Fog, one of my favorite movies, written and directed by John Carpenter, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, and just a really fun, creepy movie. Not a lot of people know Captain Blake or the whole story, but there's a shipwreck, and the crew members of the ship come back to exact revenge on the town for being led astray and murdered for the gold on the ship. And this has just always been a favorite of mine. Every Halloween season, I love to watch The Fog. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the box art, which I'm a huge fan of, and then we'll go ahead and unbox this guy. All right. All right, so if we take again a closer look here at the box art for this action figure, Captain Blake, from the 1980 movie Fog. Like I said, written and directed by John Carpenter, also written by Deborah Hill. I really like the box art on this action figure, and I like the box art on the whole set. It's you know, it speaks to what it's advertising, this Saturday morning cartoon horror line, and it's kind of you know, it's very cartoony as far as the logo is concerned, and kind of and silly, but also, you know, you've got like this very cool like cinematic feel here, where you have like the marquee. Same here along the back, there's like the fog written on the marquee there, and it seems as though they're coming out of the doors. On the back here you can see actual like movie posters along the side here. You turn it just ever so slightly, you can see there, and here on the corner here, sorry there, Ash, you can see like little movie posters, and it looks like he's, like I said, he's popping right out of the movie theater doors if you look really closely in the back. Also, you get like a really cool window, so you can see all the detail in the action figure there, all the, you know, the paint, the tattered clothing, all the detail and the scarring and the makeup of the face and the hands. And then I also just really love the swords and the knives. Like Jason's here has that really cool blue steel look, and this one has a very similar look as well, as you can like see right in here. It kind of gives it like that look that is getting, you know, highlighted by you know, by some kind of light source. It says in the corner up here, ages 17 and plus. I do like that a lot. Warning, choking hazard. All of these figures come with a choking hazard, which I you know, feel is just hilarious, you know, seeing as how Jason's choked plenty of victims. But yeah, we get, like I said, we get a nice large window here so you can see the figure. You know, nothing's being hidden from you. It's not one of those figures you pick up and you're not really sure what you're getting inside. The marquee takes up a little bit of space, but it's pretty flat, so you can see very clearly inside. And then you got some more, you know, goofy Toony stuff there on the side. You also get this cool backdrop with each of the figures. Now, this is a cool idea. I do like this, although I'm not sure how you would actually, you know, use this in a display, if you had it like in a case, or if you just had like an action figure kind of like standing in front of it like this on your bookcase or something. I don't know. It's a cool idea, but I'm one of those, I prefer to see the other action figures from, you know, from the line. You know, give me on the back here, you know, maybe not the whole set, but show me some of these other characters like Ash and Leatherface and Jason on the back, so I can kind of see like what the collection looks like and what other figures are in the line there. Okay, well, there we go. Just taking a nice, cool look at the box art. Let's just go ahead and open this guy up. I'm gonna try to, I didn't do a good job with the first two figures I got at saving the little display, which is kind of like, gotta be careful. You don't want to bend it up, because if you want to use it for display later on, kind of makes it a little tricky. I'm not really sure, like I said, how that would work. Get like a little stand for the display. And I don't know if I'd be able to like see, like already see it's starting to like tear a little bit. See, I don't want to tear. Oh, it's tearing. Oh, it's tearing really bad. All right, there we go. I don't know if I'd be able to like cut this out perfect. I feel like I need like an X-Acto knife or something like that. But oh, cool! Look, you get a, once you open it up, you got a closer look. Like I said, yeah, he's like, he wasn't just busting out of the doors. There is a little dead guy there hanging out, selling tickets. He's got one in his hand. One left. One ticket left, and it's a sold-out show. It's very cool. Like, so you get the marquee and all that. Very cool. The fog. Very neat. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pop this guy out here. He's got like a little plastic shell. It slides right out of the window there. There we go. It's got some cool stuff. It's got a little shell. Again, keeps everything nice and protected. A little sword pops out. We'll take a closer look at that in a second. Like, I'm a huge fan of that paint detail showing like light popping off of the of the blade, if you will, there. Oh man, I should have grabbed some scissors. I should just pop right open. Nah, it's not gonna pop. It's not gonna pop open. Oh man, I should have grabbed. All right, got some scissors here. Yeah, they're not gonna make it easy. You're not gonna be able to just like pull this little piece of plastic off here. I think you're just gonna stroll into a Target near you, walk out with one of these action figures. It's always so loud. This is, oh. There we go. Get rid of that shell there. All right, now this is just kind of an added cool detail you don't really get to see in the box. I know a lot of people are like, don't unbox this stuff, don't unbox. These are just too cool not to put on display. So you got a few points of articulation, like the other figures, the wrist moves. See the legs, don't move at all. Do you get any twist on the boots? Okay, yeah, the boots will twist out. A little stiff there, you gotta work those a little bit. There you go, get a little twist on the boots, but the legs do not move back and forth at all. Get some articulation on the head. I do like the articulation on the heads because you get this cool, not just like a turning back and forth, but these cool like little creepy, you know, that's a dramatic head pose, you know, just better than just turning it left or right. You get these like these really cool like looks to them. Huge fan of this like wind blowing. That's a really cool effect. You know, it's always like kind of like windy and creepy when these guys were coming in. Oh, look at that. Do like a little, oh, that is like, he's coming for you. That is a cool look right there. And you kind of do the same thing with the sword, kind of pull that back and the wind's like blowing against this action figure. Super awesome. I love the detail. And the, was it Robert Bottin, I think, did the makeup for this movie, and they did a great job at capturing his teeth and the makeup and everything. Just really wicked looking. If you can kind of get in there and really look, these like yellow, wicked looking teeth. Just a really great job on the paint all around. Like I said, a huge fan of these blades. And then speaking of the blade, it's sturdy. It doesn't bend. I hate those accessories that are really flimsy and it just, the barrel on the gun will bend really easy, or the blades are already bent and twisty when you pull them out of the box. The McFarlane toys are famous, or infamous rather, for that little detail. You pull the blade out of the box and it looks like it was in some kind of a Looney Tunes cartoon or something. But let's see, you can put the figure here. Let's see. Okay, the hand's kind of closed, which is interesting because the blade is closed and then the hand is kind of closed too. So you really got to kind of work the blade in there. Might be kind of easier to work it in from the handle point of view. and then kind of maybe spin it. I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna get that in there. That's like it's not only a toy, but also like a Chinese, because the fingers close against, you gotta like maybe pry his fingers up a little bit. Kind of maybe like spin it into his hand that way. And then you kind of flip it around that way. There you go. All right, cool. Get like a little puzzle as well as that. But yeah, look at that. That's just really cool. Like, I'm coming for you. You got the finger pointing, the blade kind of cocked back there. And then you can finagle the blade out of the hand there. It also slips really finely into the sheath. Oh yeah, clicks right into place there. Very, very cool. Very awesome action figure. Like I say, if you guys are into movies, if you're into horror at all, and action figures, yeah, pick up this really cool line of action figures from NECA Toys. This Toony Terror action figure line at Target. Really neat, really cool stuff. Let me know what you guys think about these down in the comment section. If this is something you think you'd be interested in picking up. And then also just let me know how you like the video. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what your favorite horror movie is. Just comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Make sure you hit that like button for a little support. And as always, subscribe. You don't want to miss any future upcoming videos. Tell your friends to subscribe. Share the video with your friends. You know, if you know somebody who's into this kind of stuff, you think like, oh man, they might be, I'm not into this stuff. Maybe I'm not into this stuff, but maybe, you know, your friend Kevin, or your friend Andrew, or your friend Joseph, or whoever is. So share this. Share it on Facebook. Share it with your friends. And, you know, because remember, guys, it's not goodbye. It's just simply to be continued. And until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. See you guys later.